What is going on? Welcome back to the episode. Currently, right now, I'm actually in week 15, finishing up this video. I was trying to get this video done back on Saturday or Sunday, but unfortunately, as a dad, things completely never really go your way as my kids have sports, there's family time, spending time with the family, and then there's work. So there's not really like a good window of opportunity where I can sit down and make like a 10-15 minute video in itself. So honestly, right now we're actually in week 15 and it is Tuesday, the day after the Boston Marathon. So shout out to all those people who ran that, Matt Choi, Eric Floberg, and many others. Great job out there, and some of the people from Norman, Oklahoma as well. So just to kind of give a recap of our previous week that we have just been in, I wanted to go into something that I did pretty much a couple weeks ago. I tried to do about 10 miles, but I only got about 5.5 miles in running in Oklahoma City, and that was kind of my long run. That was also one of my first days back from running with my shin injury, which is gone to like a stress reaction. So, it's kind of like borderline stress fracture in itself. We're healing up pretty good. There are some days where I try to take it easy, most days, and just focus on mainly the aerobic base part of the training. So we've been doing the best we can to try and heal as much as we can, whether it's icing, scraping, which is something that I've really got into and I really like doing, and our body is coming along really well. So this week, that previous week that I just had, actually was a fairly solid week, and going into our long run this past Sunday. So as we get into that, Monday I started off with a 6-mile run, and this was mainly about a 9:05 minute per mile run. It actually is something that I'm trying to work on. I went to OK Runner Norman and some advice and also some things to help me with my current issue in itself. So like I said, what I currently use right now is the Asics Nova Blast 4, and these are a really great shoe. They're not too far off from the Nova Blast 3 that I had. The one difference that I did do is I actually went up a half a size. I normally like those snug type of shoes, but this gives me a little bit more room in the toe box, which allows my toes to kind of open up just a little bit more. He actually doctored these up. He took the cushions from my Nova Blast 3, which I took over 500 miles, and actually inserted an extra padding, because these shoes, the rocker is a little bit higher up towards the forefoot. And so what he did was he actually moved the cushion a little bit further back, so that way whenever I make that foot impact, that it actually is a little bit around underneath that little, I don't know what you want to call it, the fatty part of your foot before you start to get, you have like your arch, and then you have kind of the ball of your foot, and then you have that that arch for the forefoot, and before you get into the toes. Basically, I start that roll a lot sooner than having it up here. It's more down towards the center of my foot. So, and then he also added a little bit more cushion in the arch, so that way it doesn't collapse as much. And if it does, there's good support. So yeah, these were from the Nova Blast 3, and I really like it because whenever I land my foot, I don't feel like I have to have it so far up in order to get to feel the effects of that rocker. I feel like I have a good soft cushion plant, but it also really feels like the rocker starts a lot sooner. So that is something else that he also helped out with my foot, and was also giving me just some advice as far as my hips. Trying not to so much pull up with the hips, because he's saying by me doing that, I'm actually, because I showed him some of my running form, and he said that it looks more like by me pulling with the hips up and trying to also get a higher heel flick, that it causes that leg, the quad and the feet to come up higher, and when it comes down, it actually has more impact on the foot itself. Whereas he wants me to put more emphasis on opening up my hips and pushing off, and trying to bring my foot forward and staying closer to the ground, whereas trying to get a high heel flick and then my foot coming up and then coming straight down. So those are just some things that I have been trying to adjust, and I feel like that is kind of helping me, because it doesn't allow that hard of an impact on my feet as well. So, and it feels a little bit better on the quads, so I gotta tighten up my core and push off more. So that's something that I have been working with, that I think has been slowly improving the durability of my shins as far as impact goes. So, and that night I also did kind of a hip opener and hip mobility yoga routine, which is, I know, something that I probably need to do more on. Went into Wednesday doing 6 miles, and I finished that at a average of 8:58 minutes per mile. I also got this new Cuspo H9 heart rate, I think it's HW9 heart rate monitor, which is a shoulder, which is more of an arm strap. And I've seen a lot of people using like Coros Paces or even maybe some Garmin's, but me, I've kind of been on the cheaper end of things, so I went ahead and got the Cuspo, and so far it works really well. I have it on my right arm, and I really like it. I used to have the one that was for the chest strap, and I still do, and that was the one I used for like the last 3 years, and that's been an amazing heart rate monitor. And before that, I had like an older Garmin one, which was like a plastic strap all the way across, but this one was more of an elastic with a little sensor that you can snap on in the chest. So just kind of switching it up, trying to get with the times, and see how that works out. And so far, I really like it. So if you do decide to get an arm one, I definitely would say it at the time right now is worth it, and it's just a little bit more aesthetically pleasing too. Thursday, I decided to do an 8-mile run, and this one was done around an average of 9:02 minutes per mile. This run was actually pretty good because I really felt like I was in control the whole time. I didn't really feel any sensations in my leg, and that's basically what I want. I want to be able to feel comfortable and be able to feel like I don't have to adjust my form or focus on my leg the whole time, which makes me feel like I run comfortable, and then makes me like running. So yeah, that one actually was let's see, 9:15, 9:13, 9:29, 8:56, 9:04, 8:58, 8:43, and then 8:43. So just an overall good run. Felt like I was able to put in a little work, and just felt comfortable all around. The heart rate stayed 130s, 140, so everything was really good during that run. And Saturday was the day I was supposed to do a 4-mile run, but I actually just went to campus and did a 2-mile walk with my weighted vest on. And there was just something about wanting to take it easy on that. I felt like I was aerobically fit, and I felt like I wasn't going to, I wanted to kind of play it safe a little bit, and my leg felt really good going into Sunday. Sunday was going to be an attempt of 14 miles. Now, it's obviously the longest that I've talked about going so far, and I wanted to be able to, I wanted to give it a shot. because this would have been my 3rd week with no long run. And in my head, I'm like, I don't know if I would even be able to do 26.2 miles at a sub 4 pace, or even without cramping near the end or something, or bonking at mile 15 and you know, hurting myself. So I gave it a shot, and this is how it went.
Welcome, guys. So today we're gonna go for a 14-mile run. We're gonna keep it as easy as we can. So we're doing this in like a 4-mile increment, so that way I can test my leg every 4 miles. My calf feels, or should I say the bone, feels pretty good right now. And it's a nice morning. It's about 6:35. So I'll take you guys along with me for every mile. We're about 2 weeks before we have the OKC Memorial Marathon, and we're gonna try to see if we can make it to the starting line. There we go. Mile 1, 9:14. 7. Mile 3, 9:08. Mile 4, 9 minutes. Okay, so I have made it back to my truck. I stopped my watch just for a quick second to refuel. I am taking my first goo here. Shin, there's small spots. There's small spots that I feel it, but it's never like an owl or anything. It's just kind of like a, almost feels like a phantom pain, like a ghost pain, like you feel like this sensation set in and then disappears. So that loop that we did was 4 miles. We're gonna do that one more time. Basically, I have it 2 more times, because then we'll be 8, 12, and then we'll do like a down and back mile, down and back 13, 14. So no more talking, let's rock. Mile 5, 8:57. Mile 6, 8:53. 9:07. Bathroom break. It was bound to happen at some point. We're sitting at a little over 7.82 miles, I think. Average heart rate, 148. So not too bad. Speaking of crap, if you guys want to follow me, you guys can check me out on Strava. You guys can also find me on TikTok. And yeah, hit that like and subscribe button. Back on the road, mile 8, 8:54. Okay, so we are on mile 8, a little over mile 8, and we are feeling pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and have half a banana, just so that way, because around mile 7 I was like, I'm feeling pretty hungry. Usually around mile 10 I start feeling some type of hunger, and I probably will again around like mile 17ish if this goes the distance during race day. Yeah, let's get back at it. Let's get on the road. Here we go. Mile 9, 8:57. Mile 10, 8:53. 8:42. That was a fast one. Mile 12, 7. Mile 13, 8:46. Okay, so we just finished up our 14 miles. That went a lot better than I expected. We did 14 miles in 2 hours and 5 minutes, 8:56 pace. Now that's not really including the time that we took, probably like the 2 minutes each that we took, but and that is it. Oh, to all those who are running Boston today, good luck. A big inspiration and mentor for me is Matt Troy. He's running out there. Also, another person is Flober Runs. That guy is an absolute beast. I know we even have some people here in Norman that are doing that as well. So good luck to you from the Wahoo Club. If there's anybody from the OKC Land Runners, good luck. Everyone else out there, good luck. Enjoy your guys' weekend. I'll catch you guys next week.
Yeah, with that being said, you guys enjoy. I will catch you guys probably, hopefully in a couple of days after the next long run. And then we'll be going into the final week before the OKC Memorial Marathon. And we're gonna get this sub 4. We're gonna try. We're gonna really, really try. You guys be good. I'll catch you guys later.